To New York now, where in just the last few hours, we're learning the boat that capsized in the harbor there, killing a woman and her 5-month-old daughter, was being operated without the proper licenses. That's coming as the boat's captain is in court today. According to some filings from court, that boat captain was driving, paying customers around without being licensed. He was in federal court. We know that the boat overturned near the Statue of Liberty Saturday night. Here's the distress call that came in.
Units are operating over on Liberty Island. They had an overturned boat with people in the water. Actually got one infant and one adult coming into the Harbor Charlie K.
According to the NYPD, first responders found the woman and her child in the water in critical condition. They died later at the hospital. 12 other people who were on the boat were rescued before police arrived. It is unclear whether the captain has an attorney. Marquise Francis is following this story for us. Marquise, what else do we know?
Hallie, such a tragic story. What we do know is that officials got that 911 call from someone just before 10:30 on Saturday night saying that that boat had capsized near Liberty Island, which is right next to the Statue of Liberty. There were 14 passengers on that vessel at the time, and when NYPD got there, 12 of them had been rescued from the water, but 2 victims were still in the water. NYPD divers actually had to go in the water to get the 2 victims, the 27-year-old mother, who has now been ID'd as Sarah Sanchez, and her 5-month-old baby, who has now been ID'd as Antonella Garcia. Today, that 46-year-old captain, Manuel Hernandez, did appear in court. And I want to pull up a statement from the U.S. Attorney Jamie McDonald, who said, in part, federal regulations and maritime safety protocols exist to protect the lives and well-being of passengers on commercial vessels. The defendant allegedly flouted those regulations when he transported paying customers on a commercial vessel without appropriate licenses, as you're seeing on the screen, overcrowded the vessel, and took on a 5-month-old infant passenger with no infant life vest on board. We are now learning that there was absolutely no vest on board. In fact, the mom and the father, who were both on board, asked the captain, did they have a child's life vest? He said no, but one of the parents would have to wear a life vest and hold the child. Apparently, the mom is the one who had the life vest and had to hold the child the entire time. Both of them are tragically and sadly now dead. And as that captain is now facing several charges, which includes misconduct and neglect of ship officer resulting in death. 2 counts. Of course, we still do not know if he has representation at this point, but such a tragic unfolding ordeal over what was supposed to be a happy experience. All the people on the boat were celebrating someone's birthday. And then, of course, this tragedy unfolded Saturday evening, Hallie.
Marquise Francis, thank you very much.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.